In the matter of 2 minutes and about 13 seconds, Pusha T acknowledges that everything that the BBN Network and Jack Frost has been saying about his and Drake's beef is at least 95% correct. Let's get it. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then. Hey, don't forget to check out the link of the day in the description.
Oh, Black Dynamite, I wish it was that simple, but this is much bigger than you and me.
Hey, little mama. It may be bigger than you, and it may be bigger than me, but it ain't bigger than you and me. Can you dig it?
BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Yeah. So once again, we have Pusha T, and he's on the Joe Budden's podcast. And he brought up some very, very good points. Very, very good points. Referring to his wife and referring to basically why, nah, my nigga, her name should never come out of your mouth. All right, we're going to play this clip, and then we're going to come back with my commentary.
So when you're in the street, you know when a nigga's like, yo, it's cool. And you just seem to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at this in fight boxing terms. And you are a nice guy.
I don't know why you're saying this, though. Like, I feel like we've crossed that, by the time we got to there, we crossed lines. We did, and that's just what it was.
Got it.
But,
I want to get back to, again.
Well, what line do you
Kanye's
think he
whole
crossed?
involvement in this.
Which one?
Go ahead, Rory.
What line do you think he crossed? I mean...
if you pull that wife line out one more time.
What do you mean?
That he mentioned my wife, I gotta kill a whole crew.
It's always kill the whole crew. It's never not kill the whole crew, bro. Like what? Like I don't understand. Joe,
see, that's where I like it.
Joe,
see, but that's what I said.
Gotta stop. Like you gotta stop though. Like
that's what
do you mean? Like there's a governor on the bar. Like no, there's no governor on the bars, Joe. You just go.
But that's what I was saying, Parks. I said, I wish this nigga would just stop saying, yo, this was the line that did it. No, nigga, you just
you was
going.
Without the wife line, is that
you were
the story of Adonis coming out, or however you pronounce it?
I was going to go. Period.
Regardless,
I was going to go. Period. But the fact that you put that wife line in it is just like, man, it just made it great. Like it just made it great for me personally. It's a blackout, and the fact that you thought that line. First of all, I see what you lay with. I see what you create with. I see what you walk with.
Oh, you getting into your cerebral bag right now.
So, I don't want you actually saying my wife's name. I don't. Somebody might misconstrue that with you actually knowing her or something like that. I'm not with that. We're not going to play with that.
Which is the same confusion that's going on currently with Kanye.
Which I ain't got nothing to do with nobody else's wife.
Neither do I.
Right. So, that alone is enough for me. Like, and you just, again, you got to know who you're playing with. He is the biggest pop star in the game. Mm-hmm.
There's just so much to unpack in that little 2-minute clip. But I'm telling you, I know everyone loves The Breakfast Club and Charlamagne the God, but Joe Budden's is the best hip-hop interviewer. Period. There's nobody that's interviewing people in hip-hop that's better than Joe Budden. No one. I mean, I like Sway also. Don't get this confused. But no one's better than Joe Budden, in my opinion. This little 2-minute clip, it just so much was revealed and said. Okay, so let's unpack here. The first thing we're going to get to is, without even saying it, Pusha T confirmed something that I have said multiple times on this channel. That this whole entire This whole entire beef with Drake, he set Drake up. He set Drake up with Infrared, got Drake to bite at the bait, and then he came back at him with Adidon. Now, I'm 100% sure that if Drake would have came out of his yapper, he spoke another word that mattered, if he thought that he could fuck around, he would have got tackled. Because, look, man, Pusha had more in the tank. Okay, so why do I think that Pusha already had this planned out? Why do I think that? Besides the fact that they changed all of the dates around, because for everybody that don't know, these albums that released this summer wasn't really planned to initially be released in this format, and then they changed everything around and decided that they was going to release the albums the way that they did. Now, forget all of that. Pusha clearly said, they asked him, they said, when Drake came out and said that line about your wife, which was on Duppy, when they said that line about your then fiance, now wife, which was on Duppy, did that make you go harder? Pusha said, nah. That just made him feel better with what he was already planning on doing, basically. So the story of Adidon was most likely done before fucking Infrared was even done. They probably did those around the same time. Around the same period of time, both of those tracks was probably created. Probably with another track. Probably with another 2 tracks. Rewind it. Listen to it again. He says, pretty plainly, pretty flat out, did that make you go harder? They asked him. And he basically says, no, it just made me feel good about what I was going to do. So that track was already created. Okay, so that's one thing that without even trying, I don't even know who else was paying attention, but without even trying, just by asking competent questions, Joe Budden and his team was able to unveil that. Okay, now. Then they asked him about, they was like, why this and this and that. And they was like, please don't say it was the wife line again. And then he explains why the wife line. And he says basically the same thing that I said numerous times on this channel in previous videos. Drake is always talking about banging niggas' wives. Drake is known for sleeping with people's wives and girlfriends. That's what Drake is known for. Don't say my wife's name. You don't even know her. Don't give people the impression that something like that could have even possibly happened. I'm going to tell y'all something about me, personally. Just me. We're talking about Jack Frost right now. Me. I don't really talk to, like, my homeboys and stuff like that. I barely ever talk to they ladies. I don't talk to they ladies that much. No, depending on how close and tight we are, is depending on how much conversation I'm going to have with you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if me and my homeboy is tight, like we brothers, then I'm going to treat you like a sister. It's welcome. But y'all also got to be tight. Because if y'all not tight, then I'm not going to, it's a revolving door situation. There's only but so cool I could be with you. Because I don't want to misspeak in your presence. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to. See, when you real tight with somebody and like y'all Jones on each other a lot, sometimes people who aren't really in the circle think it's okay for them to do that. So I don't want to create a situation where I'm, accidentally making a relationship a little bit more difficult for my dude, for my nigga, than it should be, because I'm clowning around and joking around with him and he really not serious about this broad and she thinks she could do the same and she can't. So I kind of understand that we are speaking terms, we're cool, everything is fine, but there's just a level of I got to keep my distance from you depending on the relationship I have with homeboy and depending on the relationship that you have with him. So I don't believe in speaking on people's women, period. So with all that being said, for Drake to then say his fiance's name and don't even know him, well, he knows him, but don't even know her. That's disrespect. I don't see how everybody didn't take that as disrespect. I have no idea how every single person that heard that line did not take that as disrespect and take that as he's implying something. Because now, look at fucking Kanye. Kanye is in a situation where everybody thinks that Kim Kardashian slept with Drake. Now, with that being said, let's just be honest. Everybody knows Kim has had quite a few different relationships with quite a few different famous people, as has all of her sisters. Like they just, I don't know what to say. And not all of her sisters. I think one of them, it stays with one man, but like the rest of them, like they just go and they do whatever they want to do. You understand? When they sleep around here, I'm not judging them. Do what you do. That's your business. I don't really care. If you can see, I don't really follow the Kardashians over here. I don't make no videos about them. So you can tell I don't care about that shit. So the point that I'm making is this. When Drake came out and mentioned this man's wife, that was total disrespect. Okay? Total disrespect. When freaking Chris Brown was still with Rihanna, Drake does a couple of songs with Rihanna, or one song with Rihanna, I don't know. Then the next thing you know, he's sleeping with Rihanna, or, it's believed he has, or he recently came out and said he wanted to marry her. So we're just going to go with he has been sleeping with her. Now, come on now. Nobody thinks about that when they talk about how Chris Brown and Rihanna's relationship broke down. That's never mentioned. Because everybody, and rightfully so, because Chris Brown shouldn't have put his hands on her. But all people think about is what Chris Brown did. That's all people think about, and rightfully so. Chris Brown should not have put his hands on her. I'm not an advocate for putting hands on women. I mean, I am an advocate for holding a female, or not holding them hostage, but, preventing them from hitting you. I am definitely an advocate for that. I'm not saying God should just stand there and just get mollywopped. I'm saying, there is no reason to be throwing hands and slapping and punching women. There's no reason for that. You understand what I'm saying? That's just, I'm definitely not an advocate for that at all, period. So I just want to say that, because I'm pretty sure in the comment section, people are going to say that I said a whole bunch of things that I didn't say. So there you go. Anyway, so that's another point that he made. Look, man, don't talk about my woman. You understand what I'm saying? You don't even know her. Don't even let people get the slight understanding that there's a chance that you and her has something going on. We're not doing that. Not only that, I'm not going to act like I know your woman, even though you don't got one. So that's the third point that I'm going to get to. Now, do you think Pusha T would have got upset if he was in a beef with somebody that's known to be with upper echelon females, and he was a respectable individual behind the scenes? Because that's what this is about, whether you realize this or not. That whole shot that he threw at Pusha when he mentioned the wife, that wasn't for us, y'all. That wasn't for the fan. I know people who don't understand this and don't get this, but that wasn't for the fan. That was for the industry shit. You understand what I'm saying? That was for the behind the scenes shit. That's what that was for. So I'm saying, do you think that, I don't think at least, that Pusha would have had a problem, but I don't think Pusha's problem would have been the same if it would have been a respectable individual that he got into a beef with, that's known to, not known to sleep around, not known to date prostitutes. This nigga's literally known to date prostitutes and to date porn stars. That's who Drake's dating. This is undisputable, y'all. This is not something that you can argue. This is facts. He's known to date prostitutes and porn stars. Don't say my wife's name. Don't say my fiance's name, yo. I know what you move with. That shit you move with, I wouldn't fuck with. My woman is not, your women are not, the women you deal with are not on the level of the women I deal with. You deal with women that are below the level of the women I deal with. You don't say the women in my life name. You understand what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure if, let's say, Push got into a beef with a Jay-Z or something, Jay-Z's with Beyonce. He would have took that as something, but it wouldn't have been the same. Jay-Z's with Beyonce. Drake is busy sleeping with porn stars and prostitutes. Exclusively. As far as we know. Because that's who he seem to keep getting pregnant. He only got like one woman that we know of pregnant, so I'm just making jokes. But, I mean, seriously, that's what we know about. When was the last time he was with Rihanna? That was a minute ago. And now, the whole situation with Meek Mills and Drake is obvious. That was over a woman. So don't mention my... And you know he knew that. Of course, Pusha knew that. Like, everybody else in the industry knows that. So don't mention my wife's name. Don't mention my fiance's name. All right? You either over there sniffing around somebody else's woman, or you going to get prostitutes and porn stars. I'm not fucking with you like that. Me and you, we on different levels, my nigga. You go do that shit you doing over there. You don't mention my wife. You gonna mention my wife? Not a problem. I'm gonna mention your life. Now we got a problem. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.